Wendy Bill here. Hey, I'm today out here at Goodsprings, the Pioneer Saloon. I've done lots of videos on the Pioneer Saloon. It's really awesome. They serve great food. It's a great bar. It's a nice place to come visit. But I'm not here for them today. I am here for this gentleman. As we walk up, okay, this gentleman here has a lot of history to him. Now, he was brought here from Primm, Nevada at the Gold Strike Casino Motel, which they are in the process of leveling. So there was two of them. They were at the entrance to the parking lot. A gentleman that has a YouTube channel, Welderup, spent his time and money and transported it here. And it's sitting right on the corner of the Pioneer Saloon here in Goodsprings. Now, the history goes that it was at Primm at that casino, but it used to be at a casino years and years ago, and we're probably dating back into the 50s, 60s, could be 40s, over by the Hoover Dam somewhere. And a little hard to trace it down exactly to what casino it was, but more information I get, I'll eventually find out. There was two of them, one on each entrance. One is here and one is in storage right now. But Pioneer Saloon is, like I said, an awesome place. This is a mining town. They've done a lot of work here at the saloon. They put these posts in because people used to try to park here and it was a real hassle. Oh, the food smells delicious. Okay, we're at site number 5 for the walking tour. One day I'm going to come here and we'll do the whole walking tour from start to finish. But just so if you haven't seen my other videos on this place, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys read this. And this will give you an idea about this place and the town. We kind of got it decorated up nicely today. Here's the old store. Goodsprings General Store. And still part of 5. Oh, and for the people that don't know, hello.
Hey.
How you doing today?
All right, how about yourself?
I'm doing great. Fallout Friday. You know, there's a video game that was made right around this whole area. So it's really awesome. I think it was Fallout Las Vegas. And in the video game, this is pretty much where you start in Goodsprings. And it travels all over this Nevada area. My daughter is real heavy into that game back when it came out, so she knows it very well. And there's the mountain that it was started on. Okay, we're gonna drive into town a little further. There's another spot I want to stop today while I'm doing this one. And anything else I can find, I will video. I'll be back. Okay. Where I'm at today is at an old gas station. Now this gas station, the gentleman has just moved from Las Vegas. He has a good videos YouTube channel, Welderup, and he has been doing a lot of fantastic work here. I mean, you got a video showing them bringing this building down Interstate 15 at night. You know, you don't know if it was done with oversized permits or just kind of done. And it don't matter. It's here. But let's look at some of the beautiful stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and walk up to this point up here. Oh, and they added this as site number 11. So when we come back and do that video just on Goodsprings, we'll do site number 11. We've got an air motor windmill. He restored that. I think he put that complete one up. Got an old car body sitting up on top of the pump house. Flying A gas station service. Flying A was around in the 50s and 60s. Okay, now you look at all these old signs. They're the ones that are neat. Ham's Beer. Got an old tractor there for my people that like old antique farm equipment. Looks like a Ford early 8N. Old Coca-Cola drink dispensing. The old mining equipment. Ore cars, hoists. Got a little coupe sitting here. The old Beach Boys song where Little Deuce Coupe. Well, that's what it would have been. And for a hot rod, it had the appropriate motor for the time era back then. If you look at that, that was either a Lincoln or a Mercury. But count the spark plugs on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 6 on the other side. So that would make this a V12. On the old Ford flatheads, this one has 4 exhaust ports, and they normally only have 3 on the V8. It looks pretty complete. That would be one mean motor if it was running today. Got an old Atlas charger there. Got some transmissions from Model A's. Different types. Got the old gas pumps. An old hit and miss motor. Another ore cart, hand trucks, old ones. Firestone tire, an old truck. Old, looks like a Ford pickup. Chevron. Got an old motorcycle up there on the roof. Not sure what that would have been. But these gas pumps, and I know it happened outside of Victorville at an old Hellendale, an old gas station, that during Prohibition, the Prohibition people knew he was moving illegal moonshine. They just could never, they'd raid the place, they could never find where it was. They could never find his stash of liquor. Well, the husband's wife, he passed away, and then, you know, she, in her last few years, she made a little booklet, I understand, and Victor Valley historical people kind of caught up with it, about how they did it. And if they did it this way, I know other ones did. You see, gas station here has 2 gas pumps. Well, they would take one gas pump and have it for gasoline. The other tank is where the moonshine was. And the old Model A, Model T Fords, and we'll look at it right here. If you look close, you'll see that the gas cap was right in the center of the front cowling area, right in front of the windshield there. Well, they would take that gas tank, and it's built in, so it's kind of hard to do it because it's manufactured into the dash in front of the vehicle permanently. They would put a little divider plate in a little area of fuel, just enough gas to get from Victorville, that area, to Hellendale, you know, maybe 2 or 3 gallons. And the rest of that tank was designed to haul moonshine. So they'd pull up to the gas station, go pay for their moonshine, pump it into their gas tank, which wasn't a gas tank, and away they would go. Never get caught. So that's just a little side story. But this is a neat building made from railroad ties and heavy timbers, probably mining timbers or bridge timbers. Okay, now we have an old truck here. It's an old gas delivery truck, gasoline delivery truck. And there's the name of the YouTube channel, Welderup. Old Phillips 66-inch paint on there. Okay, you see our sign. We use genuine Dodge Brothers and Graham Brothers parts. Now we think of Dodge today. Well, the original company was Dodge Brothers, is what it was named. And they made a lot of good vehicles, I'm sorry. A lot of good vehicles. I turned my head, looked at something, and got the wrong word. Got a Phillips 66. Oil sign. Goodrich tires. Kind of think about BFG when you talk about that. Some old vehicles there. She did a very nice job. This was pretty well trashed when he bought it and started it up. Okay, we have an old tractor here. This would be an old John Deere. It's got the spoked rear wheels. It's a tricycle tractor for row crops. Don't know if it runs, but they're neat. Got another windmill head. This one is not an air motor. This is some other brand. Got a windmill head sitting here leaning against the tree. That does look like an air motor. Oh no, airbags. That's pretty good. They're rare. Got another old classic car here. A riveted air tank. Old truck over there. And we got this old building here. I hope everybody is kind of enjoying this video. I know I am. Cottonwood Cabin. Starting to get things made up, signs and everything. Site 10. We're going to keep walking down here and just look at this whole property. Got another old Ford sitting here. You know, you mostly see Fords. And you see very little Chevys. Okay. And I went a little further up the street. Got another old house here, an old building. Look at the saw blade that's somebody made a sign out of. Oh, it's hard to see with all the trees. You know, I just was walking back to my truck, and across the street from Welderup, there's another old house built out of railroad ties. Just interesting old buildings here in town. You never know what's hiding behind a bush, an old tree. Gets a little jerky. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to walk up here to a sign and let you guys read it. Okay, we got another sign I'll let you guys read. If I don't give you time to read the whole thing, you can always pause the video and go ahead and read it. But look at the growth, the way the wild growth is. So you know there's lots and lots of shallow water here. And if you look over there where we was filming earlier, you can see two other old gas pumps. A little bit more modern than the ones that were up front, but they're still the hand pump up into the glass bowl. Okay, old Spanish trail marker, 1829 to 1843. And if you look at this building here, I'd be almost willing to guess this was part of the old fire department. You got the old siren, fire department volunteer siren. You got the water tank for storing water. You got the building to put the fire trucks in. They have a brand new fire station on the edge of town. All right, we're going to walk up here. But go ahead, Welderup. Look them up on the YouTube channel. A lot of fantastic channels. They got him moving the old prospectors to the Pioneer Saloon. He's got moving everything here. Okay, I'm back to my truck, so we're going to move on to another section. Okay, every time you look at this location here, the Welderup location, more and more interesting stuff you see. See a blue Ford over there, coupe. But you look further behind there, and I know this camera doesn't have a telephoto on it, so you can't see it real well. Wooden spokes on the wheels. That would have been, looks like, I can't tell for sure from here, but a Dodge Brothers touring car. There's another good picture of the windmill. I had one on my old farm when I was in Lucerne Valley. Yes, I had a historical farm, kind of. Historical, kind of both. Okay, here's the state marker. Cute house up there. And we got a lot of old buildings over here across the street. What I understand is the gentleman who bought this place, this building, this place has existed since the late 1800s. He's the third owner. Let that soak in. The third owner. He's doing a fantastic job. Getting some wind, let's see. Okay, the governor on the windmill is working good. It's hard to tell, but if you look, the fan is spinning when the wind starts blowing a little hard. The tail moves to take the force of the wind off the total front of the blade to make it only hit it at an angle. Very ingenious devices, the old windmills. Okay, I'll bring you back if I see some more. Several old miners' cabins, depression cabins. Bunch of more old cars. I didn't walk this section. Back across the street. You see those and more. Got an old wooden wagon there, which is neat. Got a house being totally rebuilt. So like I said, this is a very active town. Now I did films on a lot of the old buildings and old houses. We're going to run out to where the fire station and where the walking path for the old railroad was. Well, we can see where they're storing the other old Prospector. And it's in good hands. It's in good care. I am so glad that they saved these and they wasn't just crushed by a tractor and destroyed off to a dump. Got an old water truck there. Pretty awesome. I'm very big on old equipment. I think it's very fascinating and interesting. Got an old train there. Okay, we're going to head on up to the trains area. Okay, Yellow Pines Mine, that was here at Goodsprings. That was their main mine. And it even had its own railroad. If you know where Interstate 15 is, and Primm, this is where it went to. Went from the mine, came through Goodsprings, and went to Primm, where they dumped the ore. Now, in the old mining days, they'll tell you a lot about the different mines here. One of the mines, it was taken up, it was zinc. They also mined lead ore as a byproduct. And here was also, during World War II, uranium. Because this area of Goodsprings, all the mines have a pretty good amount of uranium in them. So the government had to mine out a lot of these mines that had uranium and stockpile it down at their main shipping yard down in Primm. And it sat there for years, and it was determined that it really wasn't the grade of ore they wanted, uranium. It is very radioactive, and you got to look for it when you're in the mines, know what you're looking for. And in areas where there's high concentrations, you try not to stay inside the mine too long. Okay, here's a picture of the map, if you can see it, where the hiking trail is and where the old railroad went. We're going to go there.